Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me.
3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. Two bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor, the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features two Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and accompanied by Paul.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
There's nothing on the minds of... From the top!
Taking a flight to nowhere. And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming. Watch for the hardcore stuff.
Escape and a takedown. Oh no, trapping the arm. Vicious stomps to the hand.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that.
AOP and 3-minute warning both love to bring the pain to their opponents. But I'm not sure AOP's ready for the pure chaos that is 3-minute warning. That ability to be totally unpredictable could play in 3-minute warning's favor.
Interesting point, Corey. AOP likes to slowly grind their opponents into dust, but 3-minute warning are always looking for a quick, dominant win.
Down to Bowman and a double axe handle smash.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
Picture perfect backbreaker.
And a series of vicious stomps.
You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
He's making his way to ringside now. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
I've seen Saxton throw out of a few local bars like that before. Please don't remind me, Corey.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight.
Oh, stop right to the hand.
This match has spilled out to our announcer's area.
Let's hope they take it back in the ring soon. Ooh! Tossing him aside.
Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance. Samoan drop. Hey, that's my water bottle.
Don't worry about that now. Just get out of the way, Saxton.
No, you know what? Stay right there, Saxton.
Akam with a course correction.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing...
Oh, nothing fancy here.
Tasted victory. Still in it. What a gutsy performance.
Boom. And he's looking out of sorts now.
Yeah, but no one has ever won an Extreme Rules match by playing it safe.
Oh, get ready. He's waiting for the perfect time. He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad.
Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
Counters to gain the advantage.
And he gets directed into the corner. Face first to the turnbuckle.
Shoulder down. Could this be it? Bringing up the pin right there. Full impact.
Oh, man.
Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete. Up they go. The Samoan driver. Jamal pins the shoulders down.
facing two of the most badass squads we've ever seen. They were the tougher competitors.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw, and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was awarded to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase. Tendons and ligaments in the leg can be easily damaged by that.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Look at this. She's going for her destiny.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. Victory is within reach now.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to rule that dream.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Charlotte experiencing a bit of a challenge to the natural in-ring ability she prides herself in.
And Becky did more than just raise the bar there.
Targeting the arm with great effect. Ooh, a direct headshot. Just sickening.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank. That kind of focused attack on the leg could provide dividends. Oh, what a shot!
Brutal offense. Good night.
Leading her into the corner now. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Oh, goodness. Blasted right into the corner.
Into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside. Boom. She's rummaging around into the ring here.
WWE Universe wants tables. Well, they've got tables.
Back into the ring here. Uh-oh. Saw it coming. It counters it. Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
What a shot.
And Lynch falls victim to some big...
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my. Driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? Guys, they're coming dangerously close here.
And now she delivers her back into the ring. Look at Charlotte, and completely missed the mark. She's being derailed here.
Yeah, but when ladders were part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
Lynch caught off guard.
Mixing up Gucci.
Absolutely planted.
German suplex.
Readjusting the furniture. We know how this ends. Hooked up. Oh, shin breaker. Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
And brings the ladder to the middle of the ring.
Perfect setup, Cole, but the job's only half done.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb. Needs to move quick here.
This might be her chance.
Oh, snake eyes caving in their face.
And Charlotte got rocked off of that one.
And all this pain and discomfort will make ascending a ladder very challenging. Samoan drop. DDT. Ooh, what a forearm club. Oh, this is Natalia's wheelhouse.
The Hart family legacy lives on.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all. And the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
She's feeling every hit she's taken tonight.
I think we can consider this the beginning of the end, gentlemen. A little insult to your injury. Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
Arms are trapped. Headbutt from behind. Ooh, what a forearm club.
I can't see this fight going much deeper.
If she can turn things around here, I'll be speechless.
And momentum is slipping away from Lynch.
Becky's fighting spirit needs to cause a change here. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
From the heavens.
Then Tamina.
Becky's hope to reclaim her women's championship is looking a whole lot bleaker now.
She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step.
Trying to put the ladder in the middle of the ring.
This is where you want it. Right place. Is this the right time? Going to the top rope.
There's not one sign of fear in those eyes.
Shows great wherewithal there. Ooh, cat kick on the mark.
Meanwhile, we see Natalya.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop. Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a little something extra.
Oh, she retaliates.
Oh, and a double axe handle.
Incredible height. Taking this fight back into the ring.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied. Submission locked in, but remember, a tap out here decides nothing.
Won't get on the hook here.
The crowd is going out.
And look at her giving up. She's quitting, but it doesn't save her from the hold here. She's got victory within reach.
Oh, this could be...
Carmella has the briefcase. Mella is Miss Money in the Bank.
Your winner of the Money in...
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Oh, man. Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase. Mudhole stomping.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Barbaric amount of stomps.
Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Well, Carmella is certainly being tested now.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression.
She's bringing the fight outside.
Bringing a steel chair into play here.
Looks like she's heading back into the ring.
Sharp clothesline.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Whoa, that was a stiff chair shot to the dome.
She had that scouted. Oh, what a boot. And she's beginning to look a little weary.
Ooh, bullseye.
A non-stop assault from Tamina here.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this. Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking. She'll take this fight wherever she has to.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become
from way out a stiff kick. And Becky there wasn't looking her best when she took that shot.
And you have to admit, all that training Charlotte puts in paid dividends there.
Trapped in a tough situation, trying to find her way out. And she does.
Take
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. Hammerlock cinched in, followed by a suplex.
She's launched out of the ring. Stepping out of the ring here. And here we go, returning to the ring. winded now.
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down. And she's set right into that corner.
And Flair gets that turned back on.
Steel chair to the table.
And the Queen might be... Nice reverse. What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
And there's a good blow to the body.
Veteran confidence and mind games on display from Natalya. Golly, that sounded rough.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all.
Boom! A narrow escape. Big time blow. Good grief.
She just ain't gonna survive now.
She's really taking a beating tonight. I don't think she's got much left.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank? Oh, come on. Just take it back in the ring. Pretty please.
Say a little louder, Saxton. I don't think they heard you.
That's our breaker. Ooh! Ooh, that hurt right in the kidney.
Golly.
Ooh, one step ahead there. Carmella with a super kick.
Carmella's eyes are growing wider now. Is this her chance to climb the ladder and become Ms. Money in the Bank? Booster around the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny, willing to go through hell for it. She's getting that table right where she wants it. She clearly has something in mind. This is not going to be pretty. Not there. Ouch. Just a mess of wood and flesh after that. Quick thinking from Tamina. Oh, right to the side of the face. Taking hold of Tamina here. Uh-oh.
Counters that with an arm drag.
Super kick. Ouch.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Followed by natural selection.
Natalya's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb a ladder. Charlotte, so impressive, so powerful. She's in place. Can she end this here?
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory.
Tamina might have it here.
Are we about to see the first Miss? That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso Penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jay are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jay his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jay ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jay are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jay could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
You win these, you make a case. The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
2 of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the bootios and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
notices their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly. Oh! Kendo stick impact! Ooh! Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Woods finds an opening.
Ooh, man!
He's able to reverse it. Bang!
Oh, my God!
Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about skulls.
We got a new champion. He makes the save.
Better late than never.
Strong right forearm.
Headbutt. Oh, strong impact. He's heading to the top turnbuckle. Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. Heading back into the ring now. All the talking we've heard leading into this match. We've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, three clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophet's top rope.
Uso splash!
Will that be enough to tie in the balance with the pin? Cover. Whoa, just in time.
I thought this thing was over.
Facebuster plants him.
Man, that did not look good at all for Big E.
Elbow drop. Super kick. Cover to be crowned champion. And the Usos are 5-time tag team champions.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and Jay.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of...
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney. Golly. The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anawami family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anawami blood.
Right in the mouth, relentless. The champion hammered away at him.
Yes, the Usos showing just how no-nonsense they can be.
For his entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the booty-os and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
Jimmy Uso with an easy kick out.
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to.
Rapid-fire Samoan drop.
Straight impact on the throat.
Oh, chin-breaking uppercut.
What a punch. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Oh, my Lord!
Ooh, right to the throat. Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot. Kick to the midsection prevents the attack.
Oh, I love this, guys. Couple punches, little bloody fist action. Get down.
Got the cover. Looking to hang on to the title.
And the champ can't keep the shoulders down.
He's still got life in this matchup. Sidewalk slam. Delivered. Biggie on the move.
And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver.
It's unthinkable. Someone beating the 1 count at this point.
Back into the ring now.
Turns it around.
Target acquired and destroyed.
Now, uppercut. Nasty.
Super kick. Big forearm. Has them hooked, looking for sliced bread.
But a counter power slam. New Day refer to this as their power lineup, but having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E with the big ending. The New Day might be on the verge of retaining.
Just grounded and pounded.
Oh, this, what a headbutt. That's going to sting.
Caught in a bad spot. Down in a hurry.
And Jay was channeling the energy of this crowd.
Oh, and there goes Woods. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
He's got one thing on his mind with that chair, and it has nothing to do with lounging.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs.
Uso splash.
Innovative offense from the Usos could end it.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall and submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell. No tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome.
Oh, taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attack.
objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
The two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but it's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too. Whack! This is turning into Swanson Street. Ooh!
He quickly gets out of dodge.
Shot right to the kidney.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
And able to beat Woods to the punch.
Boom!
New Day referred to this at the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? And enters back into the ring.
Ooh! Pin! Title in the balance!
Well, this is unexpected, Byron.
Yeah, I'm guessing he wasn't fully in position.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso sent outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity.
Top rope.
Looks like he's coming back in. Oh, what a clthesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Right in your chest.
champ goes for the cover. Quick shoulder up.
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
He's able to counter that. Clothesline with their head. Damage starting to affect the challenger.
Yeah, New Day building up that quicker pace there.
Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good. He quickly slides into the ring.
Chair to the ribs. Now, this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Come on.
Uso. Jimmy Uso splash. Will that be enough to win the titles?
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
Just cranking the head.
Strong knee connects. And just look at the damage.
Has the champ pin. Is this it?
Oh, come on. Did he really need to stop the pin like this?
Eludes the attack.
Ah, jumping knee strike. Lights out. Looking to go up high.
Top rope. Uso with the Uso splash.
Innovative offense from the Usos could end it all right here.
Uso splash. We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Late pin. Championship. Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury. Schoolboy.
Uh-oh. Heading back to the ring.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods, handcuffs and all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, and gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight. For the first time ever, we have a women's champ. Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a three-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back.
A complete lack of respect from Bayley to the ding-dong across from her.
Oh, clothesline! Oh, scouted that one.
Ooh, nails the midsection. Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi. The champ wasn't expecting such a flurry of offense from the challenger. Perched up top. Boom!
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
Sky high!
Diving leg drop. The challenger's fully aware of what it takes to become a champion. Naomi has to use her superior athleticism.
Taking flight! Diving body splash!
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Incoming.
Oh, look out!
Through the air. It connects. We might want to get mobile, boys.
Let's hope the visit to our desk is only temporary.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
Bayley showing no answer for the attack.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
Oh, what a strike to the back.
Double axe.
Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
That is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style.
Taking flight.
You gotta be kidding me! Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here. The challenger's fully aware of what it takes to become a champion. Naomi has to use her superior athleticism.
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Taking flight.
Through the air. And connects. Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
And she slides her back to the mat. I don't think I've ever seen a champion feel as disrespected as Bayley has, Corey, because Bayley's talked a lot about how people think she's an afterthought as a champion. Everybody talks about Becky Lynch on Raw. They're now talking about Rhea Ripley in NXT. But Bayley has been the longest reigning champ in SmackDown history.
And you read off all the accolades.
Taking flight. She just avoided some serious damage. Ooh, forearm club.
Right forearm stung. And now kicks. And a combination of kicks. Boom! Looking to wear down the opponent. Oh!
Holy time offense there.
Springboard off.
Into the roundhouse kick. Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
Placing her against the turnbuckle.
Enziguri!
Naomi! Feel the glow! Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
Big forearm flush on the jaw, and ouch!
DDT'd into the canvas.
Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger...
Double leg takedown from behind into a pinning combination, shoulder stacked high.
She fights her shoulder up before one.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take.
Ooh, what a forearm club.
Gets lifted into position. Fighting out.
Power slam.
And Bayley's resolve might be wavering here.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
And pulling the arms up and torturing their opponent. Quick thinking from Naomi. Naomi's heading up top.
Inverted DDT. Her moment could be at hand. She's ready to attack.
Calls off the rear view. The challenger comes up big. She has no idea where she is right now, and it is about to get worse. Right on the mark. Rear view by Naomi. The challenger clearing a path to the top.
Now we did it. We have a new champion. Here is your winner and the new SmackDown
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the table before. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Oh, ouch! He's certainly feeling that attack.
Alpha showing an aggression that won't be contained.
Stomping down! What are they doing here?
Having a weakened arm can limit you in so many ways, making it harder to execute on even simple attacks.
Oh, that can flatten you. Back into the ring now.
Down to opponent. And a double axe handle smash.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the team in TLC.
And that didn't stop the top rope.
He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table. That's exactly what we're seeing here, Cole.
Corey, I gotta know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less...
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Hip drop. I've been waiting to see that.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come. A very physical...
Sky high.
Yeah, you avoid that.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
He's headed out to the ringside area. Oh, no, guys. We better get out of here.
Get out of the way, Corey. Spoken like a true man of bravery, Saxton.
For safety's sake, I hope we're near the end.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Oh, gosh. Oh, vicious headbutt.
Papa and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Hot dog into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudleys' demise.
Why are they coming over here?
Lots of space and...
Stop for the spot.
We know what's coming next.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
goodness. And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and